I'm Chef Jasper, and today we are in the kitchen preparing a delicious and easy holiday espresso tort. Yes, this could be used all year long, but I love it during the holiday season. So let's get started with some really simple ingredients. Now, of course, we have our chocolate, we have a semi-sweet, and we also have a little bit darker, which I don't know, sometimes I'd rather just use all dark, but we don't want it that bitter. And we're gonna melt that down with some butter. Come on, I mean, butter and chocolate, that's just the beginning. So let's turn our heat up. You can use a double boiler. That's up to you also, but put the chocolate in first. And of course, we'll add our butter. Oh boy, just look at this butter. And we're just gonna let this melt. Keep your eye on it. Yes, if you're home, maybe perhaps use a double boiler, just to make sure. It's not gonna hurt. Look how quickly it starts to melt. I'm not cooking it on high or anything like that, just like you're doing at home. Keep that going and just you gotta watch it though. In the meantime, let's do our pan. Let's get the pan ready. Here I have a springform pan, a little parchment paper we already cut out beforehand. I spray the bottom, my insurance, come on, you have to have it, and the sides. Yes, I use too much, okay? It's not gonna hurt it, okay? Why do I use too much? Because I don't want it to get stuck, that's why. Put this back in there, and then I'm gonna dust a little cocoa on the bottoms and on the sides. You could do cocoa and flour also, that's up to you. That's all we have to do. Nothing else to it. Just look at that. It's simple, okay? Now, we'll put that just to the side. In the meantime, I got my eye on my chocolate. It's melting a little quicker than I thought. That's a good thing. Let's start with our volume inside. Yes, the volume inside. So what do we need? We need some eggs, of course. We're gonna need a little bit of sugar. Espresso brewed already. There we go. And I love some finely ground espresso beans, just the beans by themselves. Makes it a little grainy, oh, but so much better. And just a touch of salt. So let's get this started here. All right, we're gonna add our eggs first, along with our sugar. Got my eye on that chocolate, don't worry. And then I'm gonna gradually start this. A little bit of salt. Get this mixing going, come on. My espresso, beans, the ground beans. And then our espresso. And I'll move that up. Just about like medium, you know, that's a nice speed right there. We're gonna finish our chocolate. We're not even in 2 minutes into this, and we're almost ready. Come on, let this go about 8 minutes. And now for our next step, we're gonna just lower our speed on our mixer. Very low. And we're gonna add our chocolates. And just slowly mix this in there. I'll let this mix for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll sift some flour into that. And now all we need to do is sift a little bit of flour into our mixture and then gently fold it in. You know, making a cake like this for me, a little tart, is relaxing. It really is. Instead of being on the fire in the kitchen and cooking, this is what I enjoy doing, and you're gonna enjoy it too, especially for the holidays, because it's not a lot of steps. And at this point, we just gently fold this in. Just keep folding it in. You don't want to mix this at all. And look at that foam, and there's some more of that chocolate in there. And I don't mind if you have some swirls. Actually, it's a little better. We're gonna bake it at 350 for about 20, 25 minutes. And now pour into our pan, springfold pan, of course. That's it. Now, most of the time, you would actually get this, but just move it like this. You don't want to go bam, bam like we did with a cake. No way, just like this here. That's it. Put this in that oven. Now, I do sometimes recommend a water bath also for that. That's up to you. I usually don't have a problem with it, but nothing matter having a water bath with our chocolate and a water bath, of course, while it's in the oven. We'll let that bake. Now let's make a little espresso crema. Oh, so easy, come on. Of course, a little bit of cream and some more of the espresso powder. We'll just whisk this together and we'll do it over a nice, probably medium heat. Let this come to a simmer. Make sure we incorporate all that espresso into this. And then get our sugar, our egg yolks, and let's just whisk this together. About a couple minutes or so. Oh boy, just like, you know, you're making like a curd almost, same thing. Mix this all together, and then after this is well incorporated and that sugar really has started to dissolve into those egg yolks and the first step of our crema. Now, you never put the egg into the pan. We put the hot cream into our egg and just slowly incorporate this. Now we have all that together, and at this point we make sure we don't have any lumps in there, which we're not going to have. And now we add back to our pan. And usually I don't like to take my eye off of this for just a couple of minutes. That's it. We'll put it into a bowl, we'll refrigerate it, and that chocolate torta is ready to come out of the oven. Oh, I can't wait. Ah, Holiday Espresso Chocolate Torte, right out of the spring pan. Now, a little trick of the trade. Get your plate, put it right in the middle, turn it over, take off the top. Now, you can either, and this is up to you, put a little bit of cocoa on top. I cover everything with powdered sugar. That's my mama's old trick. That's another story for another show. A little bit of our espresso crema right on top, or paint your plate with it, and you have a delicious holiday treat for the whole family. It's easy, it's delicious, everybody's going to enjoy it. I am proud to serve it to my family and also for you to serve to your family. As we say at my restaurant and my family's home, bene mangiare bene. It means eat and drink well. Jasper's Kitchen is brought to you by Hen House Markets and Roth Living.